In this video, we're doing question 4 from Edexcel, A-Level Maths, Pure Maths 1 from June 2018. My name is Sunil Tanna. I'm a tutor and author. My details are on the card, including my website. I'm available for one-to-one tuition, both in person and online. I live in Buckinghamshire, England for in-person tuitions. Obviously, I can do online tuitions too. Many more geographic locations. Let's have a look at the question. The question says the curve with equation y equals 2 times natural log of 8 minus x and the line y equal x intercept at a point x equals alpha, which will be this point here. They meet at that point. And the first part is to show that alpha, in other words the x-coordinate of where these two curves meet, is between 3 and 4. Okay, now if you look at it, we have two different formulas for the curves and the line. And where they meet, this one will be equal to that one. So in other words, x will be equal to 2 natural log of 8 minus x, which if we bring everything to one side, we could say 0 is equal to 2 natural log of 8 minus x. So if we defined a function f of x is equal to 2 natural log of 8 minus x, we will be looking for the roots of that equation. Now, since the curve and the line are both continuous functions, they don't have any sudden points on where they jump in value, we can look for a root by testing f of 3 and f of 4. And what we should do is we should find a sign change between f of 3 and f of 4. So f of 3, what we will do is substitute x equals 3 into this formula. So it will be 2 natural log of 8 minus 3, which is 5, minus 3. And if we put that into our calculator, this comes out to 0.22. Likewise, we can do f of 4. f of 4, we will substitute x equals 4 in this formula. So it will be 2 natural log of 8 minus 4, which is 4 minus 4. And if we put that into our calculator, that one comes out to minus 1.23. So we can see that there's a sign change between 0.22 and minus 1.23 between x is equal to 3 and x equals 4. We know it's a continuous function, no sudden jumps in value, so it must cross over the x-axis somewhere between x equals 3 and x equals 4. So there must be a root between 3 and 4. So we can say sign change and continuous in the interval 3, 4. So therefore, a root. It's very important that you mention both points. There's a sign change, positive to negative or negative to positive, and it's continuous. It's not a sudden function that jumps over the x-axis. Otherwise, you wouldn't know there's a root. But because both those conditions are true, we know it's a root. Okay, part B asks us to look at this iteration formula. It says, a student uses the iteration formula, which is given here, in an attempt to find the approximation for alpha. And using the graph and starting from x equals 4, determine whether or not the iteration formula can be used to find an approximation for alpha, justifying your answer. Now, I'm going to do this freehand. If you were doing this in an exam, I would strongly recommend you use a ruler, do it a little bit more neatly, but it's difficult to do that on camera. So what I'm going to do is say where x equals 4, you would start from here, and you would go across like that, you would go up, you would go in like that, and you can see what's happening is as we follow the successive iterations, we kind of spiral in towards the root. This is called a cobweb diagram. So the answer is, for part B, is yes, the cobweb diagrams shows iterations converge on the root. And that's the end of question 4.